this is what you need to submit, right? As usual, okay, like last week, I just need your screenshot. Show me your codes in the Visual Studio. Show me the date and time, and also the output. The question is given here. It looked very similar to the exercise just now. So this time you need to design a web form for a car sticker. These are the server controls that you need to add. Okay, let me see. So the steps are given here, right? This time, this will be how your master page looks like with the title, student portal page, the sitemap path below the title. And then this time, the menu, you need to choose tree view, and then your placeholder will be right in the middle. Okay. So once you're done with this, then you can submit. So our class today is 2 until 4. Okay, let me see if there's any question in the chat box. No question. So I believe you can do this. Oh, Noel is here already. Good. Must be temporary no electricity. Okay, oh, I guess everyone is here. Okay, so you can go ahead and then do the exercises first. And then once you have do the practice, then you can try out the what you need to submit for today lah. Okay. Any question, you just turn on your mic and talk to me, or perhaps you can put in the chat box. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be nice, right, Russell? The other day, last year, I bought my second monitor. I selected the cheapest one, but definitely the LED. Luckily, that time there was a seller. Oh yeah, Russell, if you have your TV with you, you can connect to your TV also. Last time I did connect to my TV. So my TV, I put my laptop right in front of my TV. I use my HDMI cable. So it's very big, puas hati lah. But the problem is I have to sit on the floor. I put my laptop on my coffee table, so it's a bit not comfortable. Oh, okay. One moment. Yeah, Noel. I'll share my screen. Oops, window. Okay, so Noel, for today, um, the practicals step-by-step guides are here. The first one is server control and site design. Okay, so I've rearranged the steps accordingly. In fact, some of it already mentioned in my lecture yesterday. Take note of this typo lah. Okay, so once you're done with that, the second exercise is the master page and site navigation. I did touch on this yesterday, how to add the master page, how to add the sitemap, okay, up until you can apply the master page file in your content. Okay, so this is the last step. I prepared a demo video for these two because I know students have a different pace. Scroll up. Okay, this is the demo video links. I use this using, I recorded this using Loom. So for the first one, server control and site design, there are two videos, part one and part two. And for the master page and site navigation, there are three separate videos, right? So you do that as your practice. Okay, and what you need to submit for today is this one. Okay, similar to last week where you also submit a screenshot. Just screenshot your codes, show the date and time, and also screenshot your output. Okay, the exercise is given here. So it looks very similar to the practice. Okay, so this time you need to create a web page for students' application for a college car sticker, right? Means if you are able to do the practice just now, you should be able to do this. All right. The only difference would be the master page layout is a little bit different compared to the practice. Okay. I think you can use what is this? A table. Okay, a table. Up to you, or you can use div. How to drag the sitemap path, the tree view, and also the content placeholder is shown in my demo video. Okay, and then, yeah, that's it for the uh, lab exercise question. This is what you need to submit up. Okay, so you submit it here, all right, by today. Hopefully you all can finish it by 4. My demo videos are here. So is it clear, Noel?
Oh yeah.
Okay, welcome. Oh yeah, Sharp. Uh, were you listening just now, Sharp? Okay kah? Want me to repeat lagi? Alright. example, we download, be able to see, and then the first join hand side would be the toolbox. So far mine is empty because I haven't selected empty project with being selected, right? Here it will show the progress of creating this project solution for us. Okay, it will take a while. Okay, so this is what. Hi everyone, I'm back with my second practical demo video. Now for practical 2, there are two things that we need to cover. The first one is the server control and site design, and the second one is the master page and site navigation. So I'll start with the first one. Now in practical 1, we have already learned how to add the. For practical 2, there are two things that we need to cover. The first one is the server control and site design, and the second one is the master page and site navigation. So I'll start with the first one. Now, in practical 1, we have already learned how to add the server controls to a web form. So step 1 until step 5 is quite similar to what we have done previously. Okay, but then this time our interface will be more details with more controls to add in. So you can see that we have text box, we even have a drop-down list. These are the checkbox list, button, and to display the output based on what the user have entered in this text box and selected from the drop-down list and checkbox list, we will be using a label. Okay, now to design the page would be the first step, and before that we'll create a new project. Check first. Okay, this time we'll name it as practical 2, and we're going to add a new web form, name it as server control. control.aspx. Okay, let me go to my Visual Studio. I've already launched my Visual Studio, so I will create a new project. Okay, again, I will select the ASP.NET Web Application. Okay, let me see. I guess I need to search for it. Okay, yeah. So make sure you select the correct one, the one with the C# language. Okay, name it as Practical 2. Right, so this is the location for my file. You can select your own location, or you can just save it in the default location. Okay, click create. Okay, so for this one, we'll just select the empty project, because later on we will add items into our project, right? Okay, so just now we just need to add a new web form. Okay, let me close this. Okay, right click on the solution, new web form. Okay, project, right? Okay, so just now we just need to add a new web form. Okay, let me close this. Okay, right click on the solution name, select add new item. Okay, web form, click add. Oops, I need to do a rename. I'm supposed, oops. Okay, web form. First, okay, practical create form, click add. Oops, I need to do a rename. I'm supposed to rename it to server, let me see, server control.aspx. Okay, so let me try to rename that. Right click, rename. The name given is server control.aspx. Press enter. Yeah, it has already been renamed. Okay. Let's view the next instruction. Okay, so the server controls that we're going to use for our web form are already highlighted using these red boxes. Okay, and remember that you can always switch from the source view and the design view, okay, to design this page. Like if you ask me personally, I prefer the split view. Okay, always switch from the source view and the design view, okay, to design this page. Like if you ask me personally, I prefer the split view. Okay, so you just follow the design given here, right? The following server controls as selected, and then do not forget give a unique ID names to each of these server controls. I've already mentioned that in my first video that we should use a unique identifiers when we're going to include these controls in our coding. Right? If you forgot how to rename the default ID with the ID with the unique ID that we want, you just need to select the control, and then on your properties window, okay, which is on your right hand side, find the ID attribute and then change it accordingly. So in fact, the name has already been Oh, Yaka. No wonder just now he left. Where is he? Around uh, Penampang area. Are you in Penampang also, Noel? No. Oh, in that case, I better charge my laptop also. Thanks for informing. Be placed inside the section of the content placeholder. Okay. in the master page layout. That's why you don't need the rest of the HTML tag.
But after I delete, I replace the content ID kan is the error message that the element content is missing.
Sekejap.
So I need to cross the.
Can you show me your screen?
Hold on. Okay, here. Replace already kan? This one.
Hey, where are you?
Yeah,
Where
this
are
one.
you? Title, style. Oh, yours are all with the style kah? Tu your table tu?
Yeah, so I need to delete because I already do the replacement here, so I need to delete this one first, right?
Mana satu?
Because I got two here. So this one and that one.
Oh, okay. Now I understand. Now I understand. If you watch my video, I actually noticed that I already have the content placeholder. So that's why I didn't drag another content placeholder. It's already there. If you check my video. So which one do
Okay.
you want to use? Ada dua di sana. Mana satu mau guna?
I think the upper one, I think.
Then guna itulah.
So I need to delete
Um,
this one, right?
I mean your master page. In your master page, how many content placeholder do you have? Ada berapa? If you go to the design view, you can see it easily. Berapa content placeholder? Ada you drag? Yang di bawah tu, if you click, tu content placeholder tu. So you put inside content placeholder tu, yang table itu. Mine is if you watch my video, I didn't add another one, so I put everything in the content placeholder too.
Oh, this one is one, or should I
One,
change
itu
to
one.
two, right? Okay. Okay. Is it correct?
I wonder why content placeholder too, and then if you scroll down, apa ada? How come you have all the styles? Oh? If you notice my code kan, I only get the table starting from I open table and then I close the table. The rest tak ada.
Wow.
In fact, I received the assignment question. Let me see, assignment question. For your information, there is no test, only assignment, 100%. This is your title. Artwork cells and display gallery. There are two parts. Work in a group of 3 members. So there are part 1 and part 2. You need the submission is week 8 and week 13. Whereby you need to demo to me during practical hours. Okay, the explanation is given here. But then no need to worry yet about this. Okay. But then let me go through what do you have in part 1, 40%. Website. Okay. Make sure you have the user maintenance. This is to register account. And then the gallery. Okay, means some artists, they can post their arts, okay, upload their arts picture. A customer can log in and then they can add into wish list. Okay, this is the requirements where you can use web forms and so on. But remember, we haven't learned database yet. Database in chapter 4. Next week, we will learn event-driven programming. Chapter 4 is database. So, belum lagi lah. Okay, and then part 2 is the rest of the module. Like you need to do a payment, okay, email notification, and then change it to user control. This is in according to this instruction, chapter 8. Validation is required. For documentation, minimum 3-page documentation. Wow, at least minimum 3. Bagus, huh? Web application. The rubrics are given here. For the time being, you just need to select your group. Okay, group of 3 members. We have 11, kan? Where the first group, May Intech, Noel, Farrell, Kelvin. And then the year 2, the year 2 student ada 8. So how do you want to split yourself, the 8 students? You think about it, yeah? And then the reason why I want you all to finish practical 2 today by midnight. Okay, kalau tomorrow lambat sikit pun tidak apa. Yang penting you hantar. Make sure you know how to use a master page. Okay, use a sitemap, right? And then next week, the practical will be about event programming. Okay, and then after that about database. So basically, if we can cover all this practical according to the weekly plan, then I think you would be ready by week 8. Okay, because week 8 there's up until database, right? Up until database. Okay, this one SQL server. Okay. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Let me see other question. 3-3-3-2. Oh, I'm not sure whether Miss Teng allows yang different intake join. Noel, how about your class with Miss Teng? Tapi Miss Teng is not teaching you all, kan?
Yeah, no.
Tidak, kan? Let me check if these two different groups, because in the timetable, both of the groups are having different timetable. Only that for my class, both groups are taking the same course. Let me double check. Kalau Miss Teng bilang boleh campur-campur, then 3-3-2 pun boleh. Ya, 3-3-2 pun boleh. Alright. So let me confirm with Miss Teng first, huh?
Okay.
Alright. So I guess that's all for today.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Bye-bye, Ras.